Hi everyone, and in this video we will understand about third-party risk management, like what is third-party risk management, why it is important, and we will also see the current challenges that third-party risk management faces, as well as the important 5 step that tells you how to manage third-party risk. Okay, uh, basically this video is a part of our course Introduction to Risk Management, where I have already uploaded many videos that is related to risk management. If you want to watch those, I will make sure that I will attach a link for that in the description of this video, as well as you will find the playlist at the end of this video as well. Okay, uh, so let's start it our today's video on third party risk management. Basically, firstly I will read the definition, and in order to let you guys know about the basic understanding, then we dive into deep to understand it completely. Okay, so as written on your screen, third party risk management is a form of risk management that focuses on identifying and reducing risk relating to the use of third parties, sometimes referred to as vendors, suppliers, partners, contractors, or service providers. Like, if I can explain you guys a bit more about third party risk management, like basically like actually creating and maintaining relationships with third parties, it brings about multiple risk. And like whether if we talk about your organization, whether it's large or small, it's almost certain that you have business relationships basically with many third parties, like for specific types of operations. And when operational data and confidential information are exchanged with your third parties, that data and information are vulnerable to misuse, and it can also lead to exploitation as well. So this is where basically risk comes into the equation. And like basically when these third parties lack robust cyber security measures or different compliance, that's where building and maintaining a third party risk management program is very very crucial business decision basically for different organizations. So basically the process of third party risk management, like it involves identifying, then assessing and controlling all the various risks that basically can develop over the entire life cycle of organizations relationship with third parties. Okay, basically like talking about some potential risk that are associated with third parties. Like they are numerous. Okay, like it can be a reputational risk, it can be a strategic risk, as well as it can be a managerial risk, and as well economic risk. Okay, and if I talk about more specific risk that are associated with third party risk management, these includes data compromise, as well as like there's illegal use of information as well by third parties. Then there's detrimental and damaging effects of non compliance as well. And irregularities in supply chain management is also another very very important risk that is associated with third party risk management. Okay, now we talk about a bit on the importance of third party risk management. Okay, look, we all know that third party risk management is a hot topic nowadays, and like because of numerous reasons. Okay, like you just think about how the supply chain has changed for almost every organization, and especially with the digital transformation in place, like to meet the needs of a changing workforce. So whether it's new cloud providers or new hosting providers, vendors or suppliers, there are many new companies with which we interact basically. And though all the businesses, if we decide to take and trust their suppliers wording on, let's say yes, and they are secure enough to manage their risk as well. And yes, perhaps in many cases they are secure enough, but again, with so many vendors rotating in and out of our business, how do you manage access to your network or confidential data basically? It is very very tough. So this is where managing third party risk is surely of higher importance. And when it comes to third party risk management, there are some common questions that you need to ask as an organization basically. Like what type of data are third parties accessing, like what type of access uh, have you given them physical access. And the other question that you need to ask, what would happen if the third party's availability is compromised, how would that impact your business? And what would happen if they leak some of your confidential information, how would that impact you? So these are very very most important question that as an organization you should look into it. Now talking about some important challenges that is related to third party risk management. Basically, third party risk management, it is not a process that you can easily achieve in house today. And it is a very resource intensive task, especially when you start to approach it manually. And you have to consider some challenges that are involved, that these includes basically lack of resources, exhaustive list of third parties, multiple processes to evaluate, communication around issues, and varying and numerous compliance requirement, constant change occurring for both parties, and lack of workflow automation. So these are all are the challenges that as an organization you must need to address as well. Okay, if we talk about further related to third party risk management, that is very important. These are the five steps, five essential steps that will go a long way in minimizing third party risk. And like first of all we have to identify, like the first step basically is determining like which companies you do business with, and that could bring about any type of risk. And especially an understanding of this third party ecosystem is very critical at this particular step. Okay, then the second step is classify. Taking a risk based approach, you will need to identify how much risk each third party places on your organization, and it is based upon your data, system access, and your service provided. Okay, then the third step, it is assess. Now basically the security posture of the third parties you do business with must be evaluated. Okay, and depending on the nature of your organization, you will have varying levels of assurance that is based upon third party risk. That then basically we have at number 4 we have manage risk. Here basically you will outline steps to put policies in place and decide how remediation should be addressed. Okay, and basically you are asking whether to accept or avoid risk. Okay, talking about this particular step. Then you have fifth one, which is monitor. The last step involves the continuous monitoring of third parties to ensure they meet contractual obligations, and it is also very important like they sustain their security posture as well. Okay, so like in my personal opinion, any third party tools or partners of your organization with access to your environment should be considered a critical component of your security hygiene always. Okay, so this is all about third party risk management. I hope you like today's video. If you like this video, thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel Knowledge Topper, as well as like our Facebook page, and do join our Facebook group as well, where you find a lot of good material, not just related to these topics but from other courses as well. So this is the video for all of you guys. Thank you so much everyone. It's time to say bye bye.